at Springville High School and welcome to the jungle. I'm Amori.
And I'm Michaela. As we all know, September has finally come to an end and we are rolling into the month of October. October brings many exciting things such as fall festivities and Halloween. But one thing you may not know about October is that it's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Now, we have all heard this lesson, whether it be back in elementary school or simply through an ad or commercial. However, what do we actually remember from those talks? More than likely, it just went in one year and out the other. But as we get older, whether we realize it or not, the internet can be a dangerous place, especially for people our age. Now, I'm not saying let's just not go on the internet whatsoever, because let's face it, we all love Instagram and more than likely rely on Google for many things in life. However, here are just a few things to remember to keep you and your family safe. First, the online world parallels the real world, so there are both safe and unsafe things out there. Second, remember being told not to talk to strangers? Well, that goes for online as well. Just because you feel protected by the apparent distance a screen gives between you and the person you're talking to doesn't mean you are. It's still the real world. Third, this is kind of common knowledge, but you don't click on emails or text messages from someone you don't know. I mean, why would you? Unless that annoying solicitor calls you, then you could probably grab a pan you have sitting in the kitchen, answer the call, slide the phone under a pan, and bang it with a spoon or something. But still, if you're not sure and it may look like someone you know, call and ask them if they sent it. If not, simply ignore it or just delete it. And fourth, remember what you do, say, write, and post online has value and it never goes away. It can come back and haunt you when you are trying to get into a school or hired for a job. And all of us want a good education and our own money. Fifth, always use a strong password or passphrase when setting up an account. I will already clarify that typing the first 9 letters of the alphabet or counting to 10 is not a secure password. Check on your app to see if you can turn on 2FA. Finally, never use your real name for a username that others can see. For some things, that would be okay to do, but for other things that could easily get hacked, you do not want your name to be shown. That can lead to what is frequently common today known as identity theft. So as we continue on with school and our crazy lives, remember these helpful tips to stay safe on the internet.
Thanks, Michaela. Now, as you all may know, recently our school got a new principal, so let's check in with Molly to welcome Mr. Moore.
As many of you know, Springville's principal, Mr. Winslet, retired on September 30th. He was loved by many and will be so missed. But our new principal is Mr. Moore, who is coming here from the elementary school. Today we interviewed with him to learn more about him and his new position here at Springville High School.
All right, I'm married. I've been married for 20 years. I have a son, Damon, who is in college. And then I also have a younger son, Derek, who is an 11th grader at Clay Chalkwood High School. Damon is a junior at Delta State in Cleveland, Mississippi.
Mr. Moore graduated from Leeds High School in 1995. He played college basketball at Faulkner University and graduated with a degree in English. He earned postgraduate degrees at UAB and is currently pursuing his doctorate at Samford University.
I taught my first years, don't hate me guys, but my first 4 years was at Moody High School. I was there for 4 years at Moody. I taught senior English and was the head basketball coach my last 3 years there. Also, I was at Irwin High School as an English teacher there and head basketball coach for 3 years. And then I went to Pinson High for 8 years as an assistant principal. I was at Chalkwood Elementary for 2 years as an assistant. Then I was at Springville Elementary for 3. Now I'm here.
We asked Mr. Moore what he was most looking forward to about being at SHS.
Just the people. I'm looking forward to getting to build relationships with people, helping, providing an impact, seeing kids, students graduate and go off and do great things and represent Springville in a great way.
And asked Mr. Moore how he plans on filling in the shoes of Mr. Winslet.
That's tough to do. I mean, that's hard to say the plan to do. Really, the plan is to lean on the support of everyone else to help me do that. I don't think that's a job one person can do. It's going to take the support of not only myself, but everyone else in the building to continue to do the things in which he has started and established and try to continue those things and then just, be here willing to be a servant leader and help you guys work towards success. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy for the opportunity. I've done high school before, to be back around young adults, and I just want to be willing to play a part in the success of the school.
We're so excited to have Mr. Moore as our new principal here at SHS, and we can't wait to see what all he does. Signing off. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Molly. We are excited to have you, Mr. Moore.
Now, we all know how corny dad jokes can be. However, some of the jokes are extremely funny. Let's move over to Clayton to see who at Springville High School has the best dad joke.
Good afternoon, SHS. Today, I tried to figure out who the funniest person at Springville was, and I did that by asking people what their favorite dad joke was.
All right, so a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "So why the long face?" That's my dad joke.
Well, when I was asked to tell a dad joke, I didn't really know what to say, but I started to, think about one about a pizza, but it was a little too cheesy.
So my dad joke goes like this. How do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Well, one you will see later, and one you'll see in a while.
Sometimes I just tuck my knees into my chest and lean forward. That's just how I roll.
We got another one, right? Why do melons not get married? Because they can't elope.
Forgive me, Father, Pastor, Padre, Victor, Priest, for I have synonymed.
I got one more. Why do clams not give to charity? Because they're shellfish.
Wow, those were some very funny jokes. Remember to go to our Instagram, SHS_jungle_roar, to vote for your favorite dad joke and see who the winner is.
Thanks, Clayton.
When we think of school, we think about teachers giving students classwork, homework, and tests. Wouldn't it be fun to reverse the roles to see our teachers do the work of a student? Let's check in with Molly to see who is smarter, Coach Ford or Miss Jeffries.
Good afternoon, SHS. Every teacher thinks what they teach is always the hardest. So today, we're going to be seeing is biology or algebra 2 harder. So Miss Jeffries, a biology teacher, will be taking an algebra 2 test, and Coach Ford, a math teacher, will be taking a biology test.
In high school, in biology, I did make an A in biology. It was tough, but I made sure and studied. I did make an A in biology.
If I remember correctly, which was 30 years ago, I probably had an A or a B. I don't really remember because, again, it was 30 years ago. So I did take college algebra, but that's like trigonometry and college algebra was the highest math I took in college.
I'm thinking about I'm shooting for about a 40% today on this test.
I'm probably not going to do as well on this because I haven't looked at it in several years.
What do I think is harder? I think, obviously for me, biology is going to be harder. But in general, probably the algebra is going to be harder for a whole.
I think that depends on which brain you are. Some people are math brained, some people are science brained. I'm science, some math, so I don't know how well I'll do on this. We'll see.
We started off with Miss Jeffries taking an algebra 2 test. Then Coach Ford took a biology test.
Kingdom Monera contains organisms such as molds. You got me there. Yes.
Well, Coach Ford made a 50 and Miss Jeffries made a 29. So I definitely think that they should stick to their subjects. Signing off, Molly Graven. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Molly.
As Michaela told you earlier, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, but it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. About 1 in 8 U.S. women will develop invasive breast cancer. Currently, there are 3.1 million breast cancer survivors, including women still being treated and those who have completed treatment. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is an annual international health campaign organized by major breast cancer charities every October to increase awareness of the disease and to raise funds for research into its cause, prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and cure. The campaign also offers information and support to those affected by breast cancer. This Friday, wear pink to school and to the football game to help raise awareness about this horrible disease.
Thanks, Amori. Speaking of football, next up we have Ransom with sports.
Thanks, Amori and Michaela. The football team is back to playing a regular game last Friday night. Let's take a look.
Tigers played the Southside Panthers on Friday in Southside's homecoming game. Pearson Baldwin threw for 272 yards and 2 touchdowns and led the team in rushing with 141 yards and 3 touchdowns. Gage Frederick led the team in receiving yards with 137 and 8 receptions. Ben Bianchi led the team in receiving touchdowns with 2. The Tigers sadly lost 54-41 and will play Pell City at home on October 9th.
Let's move on to Madison with volleyball.
Volleyball played at Asheville on Monday. They beat Asheville and Moody. Then they beat St. Clair in 2 sets, 28-26 and 25-18. The Lady Tigers also beat Raglan in 2 sets, 25-3 and 25-17. Congratulations, Lady Tigers.
Last but not least, let's talk with Elaine about cross country.
Cross country ran in Gunnersville this past Saturday. The girls' team finished 3rd, with Beth Ann Tucker finishing 4th and Gracie Matthews finishing 6th. For the boys, Jake Harned finished 25th and Pete Harned finished 26th out of 113 runners. Congratulations to all those who ran in this past meet, and good luck to those running in this upcoming meet.
Cross country is a meet this Saturday at the Pleasant Valley Invitational in Jacksonville. Football plays this Friday at home against Pell City. Be sure to wear pink. Last but not least, volleyball plays this Friday in the county tournament in Nashville this weekend. Be sure to go out and support one of our many fall sports teams. Back to you, Michaela and Amori.
Thanks, Ransom.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for you today. Remember to sanitize and wear your mask, and don't forget to wash them.
Also, check out our Instagram at SHS_jungle_war, our YouTube channel at The Jungle SHS, and our Facebook page at SHS Jungle Roar.
Tune in next week for another episode of The Jungle. Bye!